Hello, welcome to Godfather Barbecue and Italian. So listen, folks, today we have the ultimate Italian seafood staple to end our series that we've been doing on seafood, okay? And oggi fatta linguine alla vongole. So this is linguine and clams in Italian. You'll open a menu in a restaurant, you'll see it, linguine alla vongole. That vongole is the clam in Italian, okay? This is a very simple dish the flavors are just incredible. You just have to give this a shot. I'm going to run through the ingredients real quickly for you, okay? So we have some extra virgin olive oil. I've got some thinly sliced garlic. The thinner you can, the better. I've got about two-thirds to three-quarters of a stick of butter. We're going to use it in two stages. I've got some thinly sliced shallots, some kosher salt. We're going to use some clam juice. Now, there's two versions of this, and I'll get back to the clam juice as we move through it. If you have canned clams, you're going to be incorporating with the whole. You don't need this. I've got some chopped clams that I'm going to just incorporate both. It's not a necessity, okay? Some dry white wine. This happens to be Pinot Grigio. Red hot pepper flakes. These are optional. Got about a cup of chopped parsley. I'm going to use about one half to a whole lemon, depending on how lemony you like it. But the star of the show, these are little neck clams, okay? Now, listen, you can omit these and just use canned or chopped. There's nothing at all wrong with that. But since we live in Cape Cod, and this is a seafood deal, I'm going to use some little necks. You might not be able to find little necks. If you can find cherry stones, use those. They're slightly bigger, but you want the smallest clam as you can, okay? Make sure they're nice and clean. Make sure they're all closed up. If any of them open before cooking, throw them out. If any of them don't open during cooking, throw them out. They're no good. They're dead. Okay. I'm going to incorporate again. You can do either this with whole clams, chopped clams, either one or both. Okay. A lot of restaurants just use chopped clams. These happen to be raw. The stuff you get in the cans are probably going to be cooked. So you'll have to adjust cooking times accordingly. And then just some linguine. But Tina, I'm excited to show these people how easy this comes together and how delicious it's going to be. Simple, easy, delicious. The last seafood run we're going to do. What are your thoughts?
Let's do it.
All right, we'll see you at the stove. All right, so we're going to start. I've got a pot of boiling water for the linguine, okay, or whatever pasta you're using. I've got my saucepan set up here with the garlic, the shallots, the butter. I'm going to go ahead and fire that up in olive oil, obviously. And you just want to coat the bottom. I want a good amount of olive oil because that's going to transport the flavor. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of salt. A little bit of crushed red pepper. Again, this is optional. All right, we're going to get that going. Now, for the pasta, that's going. I'm going to put a couple tablespoons of salt in there. We're going to come back in a second once this gets going, frying up, and put our linguine in. I'm going to use about 12 ounces. This is a 16-ounce package, so about 3/4 of a pound of the linguine. It's going to make about 3 servings. If you're keeping track of that at home, just go ahead and adjust. I'm going to get this down. You can see our... Smell that there?
Yep, it smells good.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get that in. Again, this whole deal should take about 10 minutes, which is about what the linguine is going to take. If you finish either one ahead of time, don't freak out. I used to do that. Be like, what do I do? Just shut whatever's cooked off, okay? You can always kill the sauce and reheat it, and vice versa for the pasta. I want to cook this pasta till al dente, okay? Because we're going to finish the last 2 minutes of its cooking in with the clam sauce.
And what's in here again?
Here's olive oil, garlic, shallots, red pepper. I'm going to go ahead and throw in.
How much butter was in there?
There's about a third of a stick of butter.
Okay.
And I'm going to put about a handful of parsley in there now.
Smells good.
Yeah. So that's going. I'm going to give this about 2 minutes, and I'm going to come back with our wine, clams, and we're going to get everything should hopefully come together at one point. We'll see you there. All right, so we've been a couple minutes in. My water's boiling. I brought it back up to a boil. Again, this pasta is about 10 minutes. Whatever you're cooking, you just have to check the package and check accordingly. I'm going to go in. This is about 3/4 of a cup of chopped clams. And again, you can use whole, chopped, a combination of. And then just for a little, I like to have some brininess to this sauce. I'm going to come in with some clam juice. Now, if you're getting it in the can and they're already cooked or not, either way, your clam juice will be in there. And these are fresh, so they're in just regular water. So I'm not going to have the flavor, so I'm going to add some clam juice. And this is a dish you can adjust, how you like or whatever. But it's not going to hurt either way. You can use water clams. The clams are the flavor. So, and at that point, I'm going to add look at that, Tina. Our little necks. And I'm going to just keep an eye on this until it starts to come to a boil. We're going to add our wine, and we're going to cover it with the lid. And these are going to take about 5 to 7 minutes. At that time, if everything goes right, our pasta should be ready, and we'll combine it at that point. So we'll see you in a couple. So while I'm waiting for this to come to a little simmer, I'm going to go ahead and add the juice of a half a lemon. It's a little bigger than a half, and again, this is optional. Some people like just the olive oil, butter, and garlic. I like a little lemon in there. So I'm going to do that. We'll see in a minute or two. All right, so we're getting some heat here. I'm going to come in about 3/4 to a cup of wine. And you see all that liquid? That's going to be nice. That's going to create our sauce. I'm going to go ahead and cover this. And I'm going to tell you it's about 5-6 minutes, but every minute and a half or so, I'm going to come by and just shake this so nothing sticks and the clams open up. And by that time, our pasta's going to be ready, and I'm going to show you how we incorporate it. All right, so we're 6 minutes in, and we're looking good here. I can hear it, actually. See how everything opened up? That nice broth for the sauce. And what I'm going to do here is I don't drain. I want to incorporate or use the benefit of the pasta water because it's starch filled. So it's going to help all those flavors from that sauce we just made adhere to the pasta. And this is al dente, so we're going to cook this, give or take a couple of minutes in here. Get that they all open nice. If you come across any that, again, did not open, throw them away. Those are dead and they will not be good to eat. So with this, I'm going to let this go on high for a couple minutes just to let everything incorporate. And at this point, I'm going to put that last 1/4 stick of butter in, Tina, because that'll also help emulsify everything. And who doesn't like the flavor of a little butter and something like that? Smell that, Tina?
Yep.
Whew. Let's make it a little prettier. The parsley is deceiving too. It gives it. People tend to think that parsley doesn't have a lot of taste, and in some formats it doesn't. In a lot of formats it doesn't, but in this, it definitely helps. You see how it's starting to thicken? The starch from the pasta and the butter act kind of like flour would, I guess. It's not really a roux, but that's what I'm looking for. All right, Tina, so here we are, the final stage, the taste test, right? This is just bringing back so many, childhood memories. I tend to like the chopped clams. I know this probably doesn't sound right. I mean, I do enjoy, like, I'll take one out of there, but the chopped clams, if they're fresh, but really just as good. But I could smell the garlic, the parsley. And that's the thing, as I started to say with Italian cooking, it's the simple ingredients. Don't get hung up on how much of this, how much of that. Use the proportions approximate that I did. It's going to turn out great no matter how. There's no specifics here. It's Italian cooking. Simple ingredients are the most delicious. Simple, easy, delicious. Let's check this out, Tina. You ready?
I'm ready.
I think I am. Give it a little spin.
The Italian spin.
Oh, big bite.
Yep.
Tina tells me all the time, you got to stop taking big bites. Sorry for
Well,
talking.
that's because you do the Italian spin, and so then a lot gets on there. So, and that's what happens.
Man. It tastes like the ocean, like in a good way. So fresh. And it's not just the clams. It's just fresh garlic. Again, I go back to fresh ingredients. Folks, this is a home run. Try it. Let me know. And it's been a lot of fun doing the seafood series, and we'll be off to the next adventure during the week. But in the meantime, thanks so much for all your support. Like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate it. We'll see you soon.